Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, I Heart Aries. My name is Chelsea, and this is a channel where we do all Aries readings. I'm laughing because I had to start this video over within 5 seconds, like 3 times, because my voice is a little gone. I have my tea here. I have a nasal drip, which is the issue, and you know how annoying that could be. Nasal drip, eyes watering, all of the allergy symptoms. I'm taking it's because after we had that tornado, it brought in a cold front, so we literally went from like 80 degree weather to a cool front, which was much needed, but I couldn't handle it that well, especially after coming off of more hot weather from traveling. So I'm gonna be talking kind of soft because the softer I talk, the more the easier the words can come out. I was laughing because I was trying to be loud and I was like, oh, sounded so crazy. Um, but yes, hold on a second. Okay. So this is the next 48. Okay. So if you would like to enter the giveaway, I have something special coming December 24th. There will be 3 winners. Let me know in the comment section. All you have to do is say, I entered the giveaway. I will give you a heart to let you know that you have been entered. Don't worry, if anybody has not been hearted, I will go back to those as well. Um, yeah, personal readings are closed still currently. So yeah, let's get into this reading because I really like this energy, which is why I really wanted to do this reading. As I was pulling the overall energy for the next 48 hours, not the first 48, but the next 48 hours. So we have the snake energy, shed old skin. We have Oya, storms, and we have a new romantic cycle begins, new moon and Libra. So let's talk about it. So much here in just these 3 cards. First, I want to say karmic justice here. I keep seeing that with the new romantic cycle begins, but I'm seeing the scales being balanced. Okay. We're having the scales here, which is Libra energy. Um, but and you would say this is a sign, that's the sign of romance, some would say, right? But this is transformation energy here. Okay. With the snake energy, Aries, it says shed old skin. So as I was reading the book, it's not only about, obviously transformation, letting go of the old, bringing in the new, but it's also about the limiting beliefs that you have created for yourself through trauma, things that have hurt you that you have started to identify with and create your own story or narratives of yourself about what you deserve, what you're worthy of. These things are about to fall away from you. And these things are falling away from you because of the work that you have done. Okay. So you are literally shedding the skin, you're peeling off this layer so a new you can reemerge. The snake also talks about, well, in the book, the author talks about if you've seen this in your dreams, you know that the spirit of renewal is on you. Also, it also talks about betrayals of any sort, right? Those energies are fleeing from you. Okay. So if there has been any difficult situations in your life that have been stuck with you, it is showing you that it is exiting your life, allowing you to have a new beginning. Okay. Well, the light just went out. Okay. So Oya is the goddess of storms. She is an Orisha. Orisha, I can never say that right. Okay, but she is also the goddess of storms, wind, lightning, but she assists with transitions and transformations. Okay, the difficult ones, right? And she makes sure she gets you through those transitions and transformations quickly. Okay, so in essence, if there are things, it's almost like, how do I describe it? I don't want to say being pushed, but you could be pushed, almost being pushed off the cliff, but being caught, right? You're saying like if you're saying you got to jump, those cliffs you jump off into the water, And it's like, it's go, it's your turn, it's time for you to go, and you don't go, and she comes to kind of push you. That's my best description of her. Push you, but she also catches you, right? She's very forceful, but it's for your own good. It's for you to get through whatever difficult situation or transition you're going through. So as you have this shedding of the old, she's helping you get through that, okay? And I'm gonna read this in the book. Oh, this congestion. Okay. Um, so we have Oya here. Okay. So wielding her powerful sword of truth, Oya is the Yoruba goddess of storms, wind, and lightning. Storms bring shift, rapid and uncontrollable change, and at times chaos. The winds of change are in motion. Into every life, a little rain must fall. Personal storms clear away the old. Sometimes change moves slowly. At other times, change is swift. What would you like to change? If you are not actively changing it, you are choosing it. To make shift happen, focus on what you want. Stop giving energy to what is not working. The biggest thing holding you back is you. If you want people in life to treat you better, you go first. If you attract betrayals, stress, and strife, the common denominator is you. Beating yourself up is self harm. Feel your feelings. Honor your journey. Tell yourself the truth and practice self compassion. I make shift happen. All right. So, in essence, right, you have to be the first one to treat yourself the way that you want to be treated, right? Because we attract what we are. Okay. A lot of people, like, a lot of people who struggle with self worth and self image are usually givers, right? You're always wanting to give, you're always wanting to please. You may have started in a codependent relationship with parents or caretakers, right? And your aim as a child, as a very young child, was to please because you wanted to get the validation or the love that you didn't need to work for as a child. It should have been given to you freely. And I think a lot of children, a lot of adults now are seeing that that is where their issues stem from in childhood, not necessarily getting the proper love and attention that you deserved. And we're going to play devil's advocate here for a minute. Yes, there was some difficult situations, but then again, we have to think that, our parents or whoever may have been taught the same way. A lot of us have parents and that came from a generation of getting it out the mud, working very, very hard to make something of themselves. And so the food on the table, the light bill, all of those things were first priorities, and then they were tired and they exhausted. Some people did come from abusive homes and some people came from a little better. But what I'm saying is that as this is talking about you treating yourself the way you deserve to be treated, right? And when you do that, you're going to attract people who will treat you that way as well. That's one of the biggest lessons in self love, right? Is boundaries. Okay. You'll think, oh my gosh, why does this keep happening to me? Why do I keep getting betrayed? Why do I keep getting this? Why do I keep getting that? Why is it? It's because you keep forgiving people over and over again. It's because you keep allowing people where you see red flags, right? You see the red flags and you ignore them. Why? Most times because you still want love. You want love so bad from any, and you'll take it from any and everything, right? Even when something is not at its highest good and is not serving you the way it should be, you'll still accept it because it's a little bit love, right? Say like 30% love, 70% toxicity. But because you are so trained from trying to scrape out the last little bit of love you can get from anything or anyone, you'll put up with those situations, okay? So with this energy here, it seems that somebody is learning that. How do they say, unlearning certain behaviors so you can relearn new, healthy, and positive ones. And in that learning and that transition transformation, it is allowing you to shed that old skin, shed some of you very, very hard exterior, right? Very, very hard exterior, you know? Um, and allowing yourself to open up, allowing your heart space to open up to accept love. But the difference is now what's going to happen because you are loving yourself the way you need to be loving yourself. You're going to attract someone who's going to love you the way you need to be loved. All right, with a new romantic cycle begins here. All right, so let's pull some from the Kipper and see what's going on here, and then we'll get to the tarot. I'm not even going to say I'm going to keep this short. Every time I say I'm going to keep this short, it's not short. So we're just going to get into it and see what comes out, comes out. All right. All right. Holy Spirit, Spirit and angels, please honor your message here for the Aries collective. My Gemini moon won't allow me to keep anything short. All right. Let's see. There it is. Courtship. Number 4. Tell us more. Adjudication. We have bad health. It came here in reverse. Okay, bad health in reverse. Tell me one more about this. What is this about? And gift. Ah, okay. We have great fortune here at the bottom of the deck. And yes, great fortune has to deal with money, wealth, and abundance. But this feels like abundance, excuse me, in all things. Okay. So you have courtship, adjudication, bad health here, flipped in reverse, and we have the gift. Now I'm gonna put the bad health up right because I don't need it in reverse here. Aries, first and foremost, I'm gonna tell you this: letting go of things and people that hurt you doesn't mean that they don't get what they deserve in the end. Okay, that is not somebody else's karma. Is not your job, is not your worry, is not your concern. Okay, it's going to get handled, and it's getting handled, and it's, you know, it's easier for you to just even look the other way because you know that the divine is going to take care of those situations. All right, that's the first thing I'm getting here with adjudication. The second thing, adjudication is about justice. We have Libra energy here. Also, being having fair judgments passed down, things finally balancing out for you and everyone else around you. Okay. So, like I said, you being a giver, if you were always a giver in a codependent relationship, once you unlearn those behaviors, because look, people, yes, we have the takers too, and everybody, let's say this, everybody's hurt in this situation. You got to keep it above. Everybody's hurt in this situation. Now, there are takers that have no limits, and they will really do some nasty things to take, right? So that's why we always look at the takers like, ew, right? And we look at the givers like, oh, but the thing is with the givers as well, it's still a it's still a very toxic behavior to overgive. You think it's love. You think because you're breaking your back for someone and you're putting yourself last that it's love and you're going to be blessed for that. Well, actually, the Most High is like, why are you doing this to yourself? You are a creation of the Most High, right? You weren't created to do that. Okay. So it's almost like a slap in the face to your ancestors and everyone else who has helped you get to where you are, to be bending over backwards for a nobody or somebody who is just taking and not reciprocating. Okay. Um, which is why you have to go through these lessons. Oh, there we go. Got cleared up. It's why you have to go through these lessons, right? But because, I'm not just saying it's all bad, because you were giving and you were giving from your heart, right? Most givers are. Now there are some givers, and this is why I say you can't put everybody in the same category. There are some givers who are just giving, right, to manipulate, okay, to win at all costs, to be the best, right? When they're in competition with others, they're giving not out of love, but sometimes out of lack or loneliness. Okay, so that's another conversation for another day. But judication here is saying that you're about to get what you deserve in a relationship. Now, the bad health card here, I feel that somebody here could have been suffering mentally, maybe even it turned into physically, emotionally here. Um, I just heard therapy. Therapy is like maintenance. Let me tell you guys this. I've had therapy after a very traumatic situation, but I'm also thinking about making it my New Year's, like my New Year's thing in the beginning and just be like, you know what? Let's go to therapy because I feel like it's like getting your oil changed. And I think more people should look at it like that, right? But I feel like there may have been a difficult situation where you need to tell yourself, maybe I need to talk to someone, right? I feel like whoever I'm speaking to here, though, you have done this spiritual maintenance, okay? And you have overcome this thing. Some of you, like, I'm getting like a real sickness, okay? Like, when I say real sickness, I mean real depression. I'm hearing lost weight. Some of you, psychosis. You've been through something so traumatic, it made you lose yourself. It made you lose yourself. Like somebody went through a really, really deep, dark time after something here that was done to them by a karmic or a twin flame, right? Um, but because of this, and because you stayed the course, because you stayed the path, you are about to be blessed and you're about to receive some sort of gift. Notice the number is 17. That's the number of the star card in the tarot. So this talks about your desires, your hopes, your dreams, wish fulfillments, what you've been praying for, wishes being granted. All right, blessings. So there's a gift coming in. All right, so since we are, let me get this. Pugsley just snored. Since we have a new romantic cycle, I will pull some love cards. Let's see. What do we have here for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Venus? What are you guys doing this Friday evening? What are you guys about to do? Let me know in the comment section. I'm about to go watch that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle documentary with a piece of key lime pie. That's all I've been thinking of. That's like my reward for the day once I get everything finished. All right, let's see here. For those of you who don't know, I'm obsessed, always have been since a little girl with Princess Diana and all things Princess Diana. So definitely have to go see that. What do we have here for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, Moon rising? Wow. Beautiful. Well, the cards don't lie. Look at that. At the bottom of the deck, we have codependency, and it's in reverse. Codependency. So yeah, a lot of you broke free from that. Like, and it says addictions are affecting your romantic life. Codependency is a drug. It's an addiction. People get addicted to that toxic behavior, toxic chemistry, if you will. The makeup, the breakup, the unhealthy relationships, when it's all you've ever known, people literally get addicted to that. And let me tell you this, if you've broken the cycle of a codependent relationship or a toxic cycle, give yourself a pat on the back. Like, it is very hard to do. You'll see, you'll have friends in your lifetime. Well, you'll see they're in this treacherous relationships, but they never leave. And some will say, oh, well, it's love and they're withstanding the test of time. Da, 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 da. No, it's because a lot of people are afraid to break those cycles. They are afraid to break toxic cycles because that's all they've ever known. They don't know how. They don't know what to do. Relying on someone else and to give them what they need is all they know. And some people, being needed is all they know. They need to be needed. They need to be wanted. And they'd rather be wanted by other people than by themselves. So if you've broken free, and I'm speaking to someone who's broken free of those toxic behaviors, pat yourself on the back. Okay. And it's not just love, relationships. You can have toxic, obviously, I said it with parents. You can have them with your friends, right? Where there's somebody who, if you watch out for the people who are always trying, and I know this is strange, but trying to give you things, give you. Now, sometimes it's from your heart, because I know I'm a gift giver, right? When it comes, if you're my friend, I love to give gifts. But there are people who are trying to give you money or shove money down your throat or this and that, or it's not balanced, right? You go out to eat, they always want to get the bill. They always, and then when you have a falling out, I always give you money and da, 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 and all this other stuff. That's codependency, okay? It's one thing when you go out, you catch the bill, they catch the bill, you catch the bill, they catch the bill. That's one thing. But then you have to pick up on those kind of things because those are little clues that something is off with that person and it may spill over somewhere else in your relationship. So, first card out we have is passion. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. We have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And we have new love. Oh, wait, wow. Aries, we haven't gotten any new love cards in a while. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. A new romantic cycle begins. Amazing. Mhm. So I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you're literally about to receive everything that you deserve, everything that you've given, okay, in a relationship, and everything that you've never had. Like the passion that you've given to others, the love that you've given to others, the selflessness that you've given to others, you are about to receive it. This love is new and it's true. Okay? It is new and it is true. Meaning, it says this is the romance of a lifetime. I love that. I think I'm going to name the video that. Meaning that when I see the true love card, it's like your love is going to be reciprocated because so just think about it. I just want to take a second and think about it. Because one thing about Aries, people will always say, "Oh, I don't like an Aries because this and this and that." If somebody doesn't like an Aries, and I'm not just going to toot, I'm going to toot our horns for us. If somebody doesn't like an Aries, it's because they've crossed an Aries. We are the most unlikable people if you've crossed us. Period. Okay. But on the flip side, they never tell you how much they loved you at first, right? They never tell you how much that they loved you. They never tell that story. So just think about it's all trying to come out. Okay. Just think about the love that you've given to, think about it, the person that you've loved the most, right? The relationship that meant the most or that was the most life changing to you. And think about how you loved the person that didn't deserve to be loved. Just think about that for a second. You're about to get that back from someone else. There's about to be a person that walks into your life and is going to love you at the same capacity that you have given love. That is so beautiful. That's so beautiful. That's why you have the gift card here. But that's also why You have to shed your old skin because you cannot bring those old traumas into this new situation. You will ruin it for yourself. You will ruin it for this new person who is meant to be the blessing in your life. Okay? Remove this. That frog just doesn't, isn't that what they call it? A frog in your throat? It just doesn't want to get out. I've been drinking a lot of fluids today, so I know it's like draining. All right, let's see here. What is coming toward Aries? Holy Spirit, Spirit, guides, and angels. Please allow me to reclaim my spirit for Aries. Aries, you can't fuck this up either, okay? I'm telling you, you can't. I'm not telling you not to. I'm telling you, you can't. You're not going to. So stop thinking that you're going to ruin it, okay? You're going to have that thought when this person comes into your life too, this kind of self-sabotaging type of energy. You're going to have it. But just hear my voice say, you can't mess this up, okay? They're going to be patient and be patient with yourself too. Yeah, Ace of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. I mean, a fiery, passionate new love is about to come into your life. Love this. Look at that. King of Wands right there. Um, Seven of Pentacles. Everything, I just finished saying that everything that you've put into a relationship, all the seeds that you've sowed, you're about to reap. You're about to get back. Some of you, you've been in a 7-year cycle. All right. Something's been closing out or it's closing out finally. So the challenge here, Seven of Wands, Three of Wands, and the Page of Cups. Some of you may be a little bit on the defense when this person comes in, right? Some of you are not used to people being nice to you in that loving way anymore unless they want something from you. So it's going to really catch you off guard when what you've prayed for, what you've been waiting for finally comes towards you. Okay. So work on that being in the receptive mode. Okay. Work on that. That may be something you need to journal about or tell yourself that you're worthy to receive the things that you deserve and you desire. Okay. I see just receiving that love in the beginning with the Page of Cups here in the beginning stages is going to be a challenge for someone. We have the Tower here and the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Spirit. Aries, there's something that is about to catch you by surprise. I was trying to avoid cough. The Tower here is what you need to focus on. Some of you, and this just came to me, some of you just need to let that tower fall, okay? Don't try to rescue or save anybody from the past when they reach out and, they're going through this tower, this judication, when they're getting their judgment passed down and you're on that beginning stages of entering this new relationship, Spirit is saying, let that tower fall. It ain't got nothing to do with you. All right. You removed yourself from it. Let it fall. I'm hearing how that song go? The roof, the roof is on fire. Okay. Let it burn. All right. Also, what I'm getting here is that some of you need to let things come to you in divine timing. Okay. Um, the element of surprise is beautiful. Okay. You don't need to know anything. As a tarot reader, I'm telling you, you don't need to know everything. That's what I meant to say. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to know when. You don't need to know how. Just know that it's coming. Okay. I was just telling somebody the other day on the $10 question reading is that sometimes the element, you're not supposed to know when they're walking into your life because of that element of surprise, because of it's the magic. And we're going to go back and clarify that's how that you have to allow the magic to happen. Ooh, Five of Cups here. This is what we're leaving in the past, crying over spilt milk, crying over things that, well, why did this happen? Why did this fail? I did everything. That's the problem. You did too much. You did too much. That's why it didn't work. I heard somebody say this a few years ago, and that always has stuck with me. If you think about it, everything in this world, if you name anything in this world, it cannot work if it's not balanced. If we got too much rain, we would all drown. If we got too much sun, we would all fry. You know what I'm saying? If this table had three legs instead of four, it would wobble. Everything in this world, in this universe, operates off of balance. So why do you think you being in a relationship where you were giving too much and not receiving the equal, it was going to work? Why do you think being in a relationship where you're already giving your heart and soul and not getting anything in return, that giving a little bit more was going to make it work, right? And so, Five of Cups here, let's say Seven of Cups. Five of Cups here, that energy is in the past. We're not crying anymore over spilt milk. You spill the milk, you pick it up yourself. We're walking away, right? That's what's happening. Especially this energy of lingering, lingering over things that did not work out. If you know you did your best, you know you did all that you can do in a situation, you pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and you walk away. The beauty in this Five of Cups is that the very next card is the Six of Cups, which is reciprocity and love, giving and receiving love. Okay. So that's what's being left in the past is Five of Cups energy, feeling remorseful, regretful about things that you couldn't control. Let's see here. Love this. So your strength here is the Hierophant. A lot of you are going through a spiritual awakening, a spiritual ascension, right? Yourselves. And also, the Hierophant can talk about institutions, marriage, things being done a certain way. Some would say maybe even conforming, traditional. But what I'm getting to, oh, excuse me, goodness gracious. What I'm getting from this Hierophant card, and I've never gotten this before from the Hierophant card, but what I'm getting here from this Hierophant card is that your strength is that you didn't switch up, is that you stayed true to you. Okay. You didn't conform. You didn't change. You didn't, turn into a narcissist because you were hurt by a narcissist. You continue to operate through love and a pure heart. And that's your strength here with this Hierophant card. Because you did that, you're going to receive the love and the relationship that you deserve. A lot of you are going to get the ring that you've always wanted. Some of you, I'm hearing it's your second marriage. And even if it's your second marriage, you're going to get what you put out in that first marriage. Because even though it didn't work out with that person, you knew, hey, we just weren't compatible. That wasn't it, but it wasn't really me. I didn't need, I gave up because a lot of people beat themselves up about their relationships, about what they could have done different. And of course, we could all do things differently, right? But your heart was not the issue, okay? Loving so much was not the issue. The issues was not getting the same love in return, right? Some of you may have went through a cold phase, where you're like, all right, fuck, and you know what I'm trying to say, you know, FBs and get money type of energy, right? Everybody goes through that a little while after a breakup, right? FDs, you know what, right? And you just haven't, you're just going through this very cold energy. But a lot of you, you still had that heart. And that's your strength in this situation. Mm. Nine of Wands, perseverance, not giving up. Also, this is good. This is good. This is really good. These boundaries here, keeping these boundaries up, okay? There's a difference between having a wall up and you're not allowing anybody in emotionally and whatever else, and you won't let nobody get close to you. And there's a difference between that and keeping your boundaries. The boundaries that that toxic relationship taught you to have, keep those. Because you know why? The right person is going to respect them. They're not going to try to break them down, to break you down, to get you wide open so they can control you and manipulate. Boundaries are to just keep out the unhealthy people, the toxic people, the manipulators. So I'm seeing it with this Nine of Wands energy. It's okay to remember the lessons from the past, right? And use those accordingly. So those boundaries that you've learned is what's going to weed out all of those same type of energies that hurt you before. Yeah, there we go. Advice from Spirit is the Six of Cups. So you're leaving in the past the Five of Cups, and your advice is the Six of Cups. If you remember that everything you do, and I'm not saying tip, I'm getting too loud. If you remember reciprocity, whatever you give, you receive. And like I was saying, I'm not saying tit for tat. I'm not even saying 50-50, right? That whole argument about 50-50 in a relationship. I'm saying the love that you give someone, if you feel in your heart that you're getting it back, let that be your guide. Let that be your guide. If there's ever a time and you feel like you're not receiving that love back, have a conversation. And if you're with the right person, that'll be fixed. But if you're starting to feel that the love that you're giving to someone you're not getting back, that is going to be your guide and your indicator that you're not in the right relationship. Okay? You're giving more emotions than you're getting, you're not in the right relationship. Okay? Balance here. As this new romantic cycle begins, remember balance. All right, what's in your environment? Ooh. Some of you, it could be another Aries. Okay? But there's an emperor here in your environment, okay? Let's just take the signs out of it. I feel like this is someone here who is going to be serious and ready to give exactly what you're going to be giving, okay? You know what else I'm getting? Is that this is someone who has also mastered that that previous stage of their life of breaking out of whatever difficulties they were at. Okay. Someone here who's also in control of their emotions. I just keep, excuse me, I just keep getting seriousness out of it. Let me get a, need to be using my coffee warmer that Alexis got me. I need to pull that out of the closet. Gonna warm this back up. We'll clarify that as well. All right. So, what are your inner emotions here? Hopes and fears. Ooh, Ace of Swords. Yeah, someone here is ready. You're ready. Queen of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Ready for this new beginning. Like sitting on ready, right? Someone I'm speaking to, you've like, I've been through this already. I've been through this transformation. I've been through this healing. And you have, right? That's why I said about divine timing. But the Ace of Swords here is a victory here. It's success. You're going to win in the end, right? No matter what you've been through, no matter what pain, betrayals that you've been through, backstabbing energy, the Ace of Swords here is a victory after all of that. After all of it, saw I was gonna say I just saw the Gemini. I just saw the Magician. You have a decision here. Tell me about this decision. Ooh, competition. Tell us about this, Spirit. And the Queen of Swords. Let's see justice here at the bottom of the deck. Aries, I'm seeing in this particular situation interference. We're going to take a look at this. Queen of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Two of Swords. This Queen of Swords energy doesn't feel like you. Let's pull. Let's figure this out. Let's see. The Queen of Swords is an energy of being protective, very protective. I'm hearing bitter though. So I don't know. Let's see what this is about. Holy Spirit, spirits, angels. Please leave me a message here for the Aries collective. All right. Tell us who this Queen of Swords is and the energy from her. Knight of Wands. Six of Pentacles. Tell me who this Queen of Swords is. And the Fool in reverse. Someone doing something foolish. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy now. Somebody doing something foolish. Aries. So it's always a plot twist in these readings, huh? This doesn't, I don't know who this is. I'm not gonna say it doesn't feel like your ex. I don't know who this is, but it does feel like it could be somebody bitter to your situation, to your happiness. I'm just gonna describe who this person is and then you fit it to your story. It seems like it's somebody who is going to try to interfere in your happiness. Maybe someone that you've pissed off or they feel like you've pissed them off. Someone who is not happy with their own life. Someone who feels like you don't deserve to be happy. Someone who feels like you took their happiness. I don't know. So it could be the ex of the person that you're going to be with, because the Five of Wands and the Two of Swords is telling me that there's going to be arguing, fights, drama, and maybe even someone feels like competition. But the person, I'm going to clarify this Emperor here. The energy that I'm getting here with this new love, and I'm going to clarify that as well. Tell me about the new love. Yeah. New love is going to be solid. Ten of Pentacles. I don't feel like it's anybody that you get into a relationship with and they're going to be drama. Now, they may have baggage, okay? this, and that could also be what this Nine of Wands energy is here. The person that, but I mean, who doesn't? But, and when I say baggage, I don't think it's like them still holding on to somebody. I feel like it could be somebody that hasn't let them go. That's for some of you. Some of you, this person could be connected to you. Okay. This could be your ex. This could be someone who is jealous or angry that you're receiving this relationship. Tell me about the Five of Wands. The Fool in reverse lets me know that this person's going to do something without thinking. The Knight of Wands means that they're very impulsive, being led by their emotions and like fiery, passionate energy. And the Hermit is telling me that they've thought about it for a long time, or they've been festering on this energy. May try to come in and breadcrumb you. Ooh, itchy nose. Page of Cups. That's how they're going to try to come and breadcrumb you with the Five of Wands here. They're going to come in and try to play nice. Told you. They're going to play nice, but really they're being sneaky and deceptive. They have some sort of hidden motive. So it's somebody here who's going to interfere, trying to interfere with a new relationship or a new beginning that you have. With the Ace of Swords here, you're going to be victorious. Tell us about the Tower. Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. A betrayal, third party, someone's getting exposed. Three of Pentacles here. And the Strength. We have Leo energy. You know what I'm getting? Someone is going to be upset that you're going to be in a new relationship, and they're going to try to, oh, I'm so sorry, Aries. Every time you have a good reading, something like this comes out. Look at that, Knight of Swords. Somebody's going to come in quickly, and you may not even have heard from this person in a long time. Not even, you know what I'm saying, from a very long time, but somebody here may come in and try to sabotage your new connection. I don't think they're going to get far, because your advice was the Strength, and that is to kind of hold back. The Tower is divine intervention. I don't think you're going to have to do much, but it is going to come to your attention that they're going to do something. They're going to do something sneaky. Page of Cups and the Seven of Swords. It's like they either try to befriend your lover and say some backhanded stuff, or send a nasty message, or like try to befriend your lover, your whoever you're dating, and do something sneaky and say something sneaky. Like tell some of your business or something like that, or you don't know this person and they do this and they're capable of that, to try to stir up some drama, all because you're happy. All because you're happy. And some of you, if it's a lover, it's because you don't want to rebuild with them, with the Three of Pentacles. They may be quiet for a while, you know what I'm saying? They're like, all right, well, I'm good long as Aries is single. But the minute Aries gets in a relationship, I'm going to tear that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's their mentality. So you may not hear from them until you get into that relationship. I think your new person is going to be very loyal. The Ten of Pentacles here, I clarified the new love. They're not going to have that. And I think that's why. Oh, a lot. I think that's why they're coming up as the Emperor here in your environment. Let's clarify. Clarify the Emperor. Ooh, I don't know if that wants to come out. Absolutely. Absolutely. We got the Emperor, the Five of Wands, and the Nine and the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is your happiness, your stability, the joy, the passion between you two. You could be like about to reconnect with the twin flame. And I'm not talking about the twin flame that done cheated on you, lied on you. I'm talking about just a spiritual, somebody here who is your divine counterpart, right? This is a new love. This is no one you've dated, okay? You're about to connect with someone who's going to be very divine and is going to be it's good energy, great energy, right? Feel like somebody who matches your energy. They could be another Aries, which is somebody here who, again, is just as loyal as you. They're not going to let this shit go down. With the Five of Wands in the middle here, I feel like this is the energy of they're going to protect your home or, your heart is where the home is, or however you say that. They're going to protect that at all costs. Okay. The emperor is a warrior too. He's the king of all the kings. He has earned all his stripes, his badges there, right? He's the boss now. So he's not going to be moved by just any old little messy, petty energy, right? So I feel like, the ex or whoever this person is going to come in and try to stir up shit. And they're going to think that they're going to get to your person. And what they're going to be in for is a rude awakening when your new person claps back, right? I think you're going to be with somebody who is intelligent enough, strong enough, wise enough to know what is real and what is, not. Tell us about the Nine of Wands and also what's coming from a place of hurt. I'm telling you, the Nine is somebody who can't let go. Three of Cups. Some of you, it could be a friend. But what I'm getting is whoever it is, it's someone who you did not reconnect with, okay? The Nine of Wands, the Devil, and the Three of Cups in reverse. You didn't reconnect with them, and they cannot let that shit go. And they are so attached, and they are so obsessed with you, okay? They're so obsessed with you, and they cannot let it go that not only did you not let them back in, but now you're happy as peach pie, okay, with the sun here. You chose a new path, a new direction, and you found your happiness. You closed out a cycle with this person, right? Three of Swords, they broke your heart, but you got over it and you closed that cycle out. You moved on. All right, packed your bags and left. Right? Someone doesn't like it. Tell us about the Hierophant. The Nine of Wands. The Emperor. Getting the same cards. And the Wheel of Fortune. I'm so Louisiana, New Orleans. Okay. So I just heard, and I don't know, maybe because I heard this song a week or two ago, but I just heard how's the part in the song? Hey, Fresh, how's it go? Hey, Stunner, it's our turn, baby. You know the song, Still Fly, like literally. But when the Wheel of Fortune came out, I heard it's our turn, baby. All right, so it's like saying here, first of all, Aries, continue to move forward. Continue to move forward with your happiness. Continue to move forward with what the divine is blessing you. This relationship that's coming in towards you is going to be divine. It is going to be fated. It is, you know what I'm saying? Everything that you've put up with, you've been through is the reason why this new relationship is entering your life. Okay? You're not about to be, your new connection is not about to be with nobody weak. Okay. Your new connection, you're about to be with somebody who's probably been through just as much as you've been through. So when they meet the love that you have to give to them, they're going to fight for that shit too. They're not going to give up on you. So you don't give up on yourself and you don't give up on your relationship, right? Because I'm going to tell you, there is some interference. In this day and age, people don't like to see, miserable people don't like to see other people happy. And that's what it's going to boil down to. Okay? That's what it's going to boil down to, especially if it's somebody you rejected. Tell us about the Ace of Swords and we're going to wrap this up. The Temperance. You've been patient, right? You've been regaining your balance and you've been healing. And that's why you're going to have a victory in the end. That's why you're going to win in the end, Aries. Okay. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Take care.